Alright guys, so today we're playing a couple quick little games here. I'm going to move my camera over to this side. So for these games we're playing Xander. Um, who do we want to kill? I think turn 1, I Earth Power the Blaziken. I max and I sleep powder the Dragonite. So the reason for this is I don't think I want to commit my max to Venusaur. And hopefully here he goes ahead and he maxes Dragonite. So sleep powder in the Dragonite. Dragonite goes to sleep. Blaziken goes for Earthquake. Okay, so that's gonna kill. That should kill Torkoal. Oh, actually, it does not kill Torkoal. So this next turn, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and let's see how much damage Earth Power does for us. Earth Power does not pick up the KO. I have a Lucky and Urshifu in the back. We're just gonna do this. Let's see. Blaziken should be faster after its speed boost. Oh, it's not. Okay, so that was really good for us. Let's hope it stays asleep. It does stay asleep. Dragonite, I'm actually not worried about in the long run of the game here because Lucky will just take care of Dragonite pretty well. I do want to break multi-scale prior to that. So what I'm going to do here is going to vary on his Pokemon. If he has Seismitoad, I think I am going to actually go ahead and max Soar and get the Vine Lash off. That will go ahead and break Dragonite's multi-scale, and it will help kill whatever my opponent brings in. And it's Metagross. So with it being Metagross, I'm going to go for Heat. Yeah, I'm just going to go Max Quake into the Metagross. We're going to hope for one more turn of sleep on Dragonite. If I get one more turn of sleep on Dragonite, I'm actually in a really good position. And Heat Wave will break Dragonite's multi-scale here. So yeah, that's the move we're going to go for. And this is why Sun can be very dangerous, both for you and the opponent, right? Like, you see right there, we were able to put it to sleep. He went for the Earthquake. Quick Claw on Metagross? Okay, that's weird. Oh, that is such a weird thing. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to react to that. That's an item, man. That's good to know. It doesn't have weakness policy. It doesn't have assault vest. Uh, Goodness gracious, man. That is just a super awkward and weird item. Yeah. Wow. If you max Airstream Venusaur, I'm okay with that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to Regieleki to get rid of Dragonite. Because we got rid of his Metagross here. And that leaves Urshifu to take care of whatever. And this is game 2. We won game 1. My opponent's been switching teams. That's why I don't know what the items are. He wanted to switch teams, which I don't care about. I was like, fine, go for it. Yeah, so we're gonna go with Lucky because Lucky hits hard. Lucky should still be faster than Dragonite. Let's see what his fourth is. It could possibly be the Seismitoad. I think that's a strong contender for this fourth slot. We'll see what it is right here. It is Seismitoad. And we have the Urshifu in the back, so I'm not too worried about the Seismitoad, to be honest with you. I think this turn I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to throw an Earth Power into that. Throw Earth Power in the Seismitoad. And we're going to throw a Thunderbolt into the Dragonite. I could Protect here with one of my Pokemon. But honestly, the double Protect doesn't offer, like, protecting doesn't offer me much. Torkoal dying isn't an issue because, you know, he's not going to do much anyway with Seismitoad in the back. The main thing we want to do is we want to get rid of Dragonite. So we don't want to, you know, if my opponent opts to do something awkward, like Aqua Jetting, they get rid of the Torkoal now. Seismitoad's going to go for Earth Power, so let's see if Regieleki gets to kill. And almost, but not there. Poison Jab, he doesn't use an Earth move. Poison Touch comes out. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and go to our Urshifu, Protect, and kill the Dragonite this turn. Poison Touch. Poison Touch, Poison Jab. Interesting. Thunderbolt picks up the kill on Dragonite here. And Aleki doesn't offer us anything in the Seismitoad. So I'm fine with you killing him. It's perfectly fine. So now what we're going to do is we are going to... I think I'm going to Wicked Blow. Yeah, I think I'm going to Wicked Blow turn 1. We will get poisoned. So it's going to just be a roll on whether my opponent kills us. Poison Touch, Poison Jab, Earthquake. What else you got? I mean, he does have 3 Pokemon that all run Earthquake next to Dragonite. So that was interesting. But, Wicked Blow. Does just under 50. You Focus Blast. And we'll just Wicked Blow again for the win. That's vibrant.
Like it?
Yeah. So I'm waiting for one of my people to get back to me. So we're just gonna do 1 or 2 matches on ranked. Yeah, I had a bad case of losses there. Lumberry everything, man. That's all I can say. It was a crazy couple games. I wish I was recording, but like every team we played had a lead with the Lumberry, so like I really wasn't sleeping. And then like we had a couple games where like what was the one? Oh, there was the one where we got paralyzed. That was insane. Um, yeah. Okay, so Cole Dragapult. You're gonna max Cole's speed. So Urshifu, Regieleki with U2 in the back. So the reason for this is this shuts down Dragapult because both of mine are going to outspeed the Dragapult. So I can kill it turn 1. No, Sucker Punch and Regieleki outspeed Dragapult, so I can kill that turn 1. And Cole is really not that dangerous without having its weakness policy activated. So it doesn't have a lot of bulk and it doesn't have a lot of damage output, so we're not too worried about Cole for a long-term game, and it stays slow. We see double fake out options with Incineroar and Rillaboom. He has an Urshifu there. I'm assuming it's Urshifu Dark, so he has his own close combat Sucker Punch where he can blow stuff. And yeah, so we're playing Timo here. Let's see what he leads. Hopefully he leads the basic lead. Labados, and then yeah, I don't know what the fuck all that was. Cool. So basically, here's what's gonna happen. It's what is he gonna fake out, right? That's the big decision maker on this turn. What does he fake out? I'm gonna go ahead and close combat into Lavados, and I'm gonna max lightning that. So the reason for this is Regieleki applies the most pressure, I feel. So I'm kind of just hoping he maxes, or he throws a fake out into Regieleki. He might opt to protect to help get his boost. He might opt to, but that doesn't really help him going into the second turn. He could opt to max Airstream here. I think that's the biggest option for my opponent, to try and outspeed Regieleki the subsequent turn. So this is all just going to vary greatly on how my opponent plays this. So he did max. Let's see if it's a max guard or a max Airstream for speed control. He did throw the fake out in the Regieleki. Good for us. Max lightning flops. Great, 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 great. And close combat will now flop off as well. Close combat should finish and pick up the kill. Yep, GG's. And that's one of those things where, like, if there's something and, like, you know, we couldn't lead very great against that. I think that was our best lead option to cover multiple things. And the reason, like I said, is he's going to want to fake out the Regieleki. It just does a lot to his team. Okay, so here comes Rillaboom. We have Rillaboom paired with Incineroar now. Rillaboom is going to change our terrain. I'm going to go ahead and switch you to Torkoal, and then max lightning the Incineroar slot. This is going to change the terrain again, and my opponent cancels, so I guess they just didn't want to fight around terrain control. And yeah. Let's do one more here. 2303. Okay. We're doing horrible for this ranking. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we did really good the first couple days, and then we just really started to do really bad. So almost the exact same team composition here. Uh, the only difference is the Clefairy option with the Porygon. I think I'm gonna lead those two, and then I'm gonna run Torkoal and Venusaur. This covers, like I said, this covers the Dragapult game. This does not cover the Porygon Z and Clefairy lead. So you'll just be able to use Porygon Z and just kind of start sweeping early. Close combat will do about 60% to Porygon Z. But you'll follow me, so I won't land. I'm not going to land it. And that is the lead they're going to opt to go for. So what I'm going to do is I am going to Volt Switch. I think I'm going to Volt Switch to Clefairy, but I'm also going to go ahead and Wicked Blow. This is not effective either. I think I'm just gonna Thunderbolt the Clefairy. And I'll throw a Wicked Blow into it. I can't switch and be too passive. If we did lead Sun here, we would have max oozed, but then we would have died from the Life Orb max Hailstorm. That would have killed us. Then we would have had the Eruption would have done maybe 40%, 50% probably. And then we would have came out with Urshifu the kill. So like that could have been an arguably better in-game lead to set us up in the back. But it just doesn't offer it a lot. So Thunderbolt's going to come out. That's going to do about 40%. Wicked Blow is going to do about 10%, maybe 15%. I actually did a lot more than I was expecting. That's really nice. So now here, you're going to max strike into probably a Lecky, I would assume. Oh no, you went to Urshifu. Very good. Very good for us here. So I am going to Thunderbolt Clefairy and plop out the Torkoal because I want to close combat in the Porygon Z because I outspeed Porygon Z. We now have seen that, so that's something we want to use in the back. You know, try and have in the back to help us. Clefairy could opt to protect here to play that mind game stuff, but no, they're gonna go follow me. This is great. We're gonna kill Clefairy this turn. You know, Geolecky's still faster, and that's gonna pick up the killing Clefairy. They opt to max strike into Regieleki this turn. That's even fine. So now it's going to be what does my opponent bring second, right? I think going Venusaur here could be really good. That could be a really good cover for me. And they do in fact go Rillaboom. So what I'm going to do is this Rillaboom fake me out. So I could have went for sleep on the Porygon Z. If I'm not scared of the fake out from the Rillaboom. But so it's kind of like one of those things where I feel like it doesn't get me a lot. Um, if you do fake me out, they did in fact fake it out. So yeah, I couldn't have got the sleep there. So we made the right call to go ahead and do the ooze, boost Torkoal special attack. If you hailstorm into Venusaur, Venusaur will indeed die. You're striking in the who? You're gonna strike Torkoal. You got a crit. That mattered. I think that did matter. Um, I don't love that. I really, really do not love that play. Uh, um, so we are gonna have to. I think we have to ooze the Rillaboom again because we have to get it out of here. And then it still leaves a third Pokemon in the back for my opponent. So we got through his Porygon Z lead. Not the greatest, but you really pretty well. And he didn't hailstorm, so I don't know if he doesn't have it. That could be the case here. He could possibly not have the ice coverage, which would be very, very great for us. We're going to kill Rillaboom. My final turn, I'm going to Vine Lash. We are now +2 special attack. Hyper Beam into Venusaur avoids the Hyper Beam. That's clutch. Now, who's your fourth? This is a huge thing, right? Like their fourth is in fact Urshifu. So I am going to go ahead and G-Max Vine Lash the Urshifu and close combat the Porygon Z. What this is going to do is this is going to force my opponent to Sucker Punch my Urshifu. Or Aqua Jet. Oh, no, okay. So it'll be Porygon Z versus Venusaur as the final game. This will pick up the kill, plus we're now going to set up the residual damage. We are +2 special attack. That's the important thing. Focus Sash doesn't matter because the vines. And Venusaur is getting gradual health here. Sun is still up. So I could go for a sleep powder. I think that's a good move. Yeah, I think sleep powder is a really good option here. This is a 95% accuracy sleep powder. We're moving first. So the reason we're doing sleep powder is, oh, he went for the double protect, fails. We land the sleep powder. So what this does is this buys us a turn to 2 turns of free hits, which is very important. And this also puts us, now we're at full health. Going in this last turn here, I can go, I'm going to Earth Power. This will lower his special defense, which in turn, looks like he went for Protect again. And that picks up the kill. And there was, if that didn't, like I said, it lowers special defense, we get the kill the second time. So that's a win for us there. Man, it's funny that like I'm finally recording and I'm winning. I think that's a sign. But yeah, so like I said, not the most optimal play from us, I don't think. Assault Vest on the Rillaboom makes sense. Porygon Life Orb. Yeah, okay. I don't think we played the most optimal game strategies for that. Um, but hey, we got through it. It was a lot closer than we wanted it to be in the end, but I think he was all right. And let's see what we got here. Sun versus Sun. Potential. We could see potential trick room. And it could also just be who's gonna bring the sun, right? Because like that's the thing. Like who actually brings out the sun. So. Mm, like part of me kind of wants to go trick room in this game, but I do know Glacier gets killed by Torkoal. I'm gonna go Porygon 2 and Regieleki with Glacier and Torkoal in the back. I haven't really used Glacier too much for this, so we're gonna try and go with this. Best plays for us. Well, we'll see. He could lead Sun and go Sleep Powder and put us to sleep to stop Trick Room. That is an option. And he's gonna go for this. Looks like we're kind of both seeing what the other person's gonna play. Question is if Mimikyu is a trick variant, if it's a Trick Room variant. Definitely causes that definitely is a big thing here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Thunderbolt to Mimikyu slot turn 1. I could put damage into the Venusaur, but at the same time I don't know if that's it's not a lot of damage, so it's not really worth a lot of stuff. Venusaur is gonna go for Earth Power in the Regieleki. Makes sense. That's going to pick up a kill. Now time to see what Mimikyu does. If Mimikyu does in fact Trick Room here, which it looks like we both went Trick Room. We both went Trick Room. Dang it. I was unsure of that. Okay, so this turn, what do I want to do? Try attack protect. Okay, so we're setting Sun. That could be dangerous. I'm hoping that he Earth Powers in the Torkoal and that his Mimikyu goes for Trick Room as well. And we're going to try attack. Got it. Trick Room. Thunderbolt. Eruption. So basically, what other Trick Room stuff does my opponent have? Not a lot, right? So thankfully we were able to, he did Trick Room again. Now it's just to see if his Trick Room was for him or for us. We Thunderbolts, we kill Mimikyu. It looks like Mimikyu is probably going for Trick Room again. That's what it appears to be. Now we go into this next turn. So we were able to get the Trick Room up with that, dual Trick Room turn 1. He set it for us turn 2. Now let's see what the final things are. Here is his horse. And what's the last one? Tyranitar and the horse. Okay. So we're tri-attacking and eruptioning. The danger with this is a possible protect max guard. There's a couple things that could happen here. I should be both of my Pokemon should be slower than his horse. I know my Torkoal's been slower than the horse, a lot of people's horses, so I'm assuming that speed tier is still correct. If not, I'm in trouble, but we'll see. And then it's also whether it's assault vested, right? If it's assault vest, it should live. Um, this both very well. And we see right there, it gets by. The max knuckle in the who? Porygon? Please tell me you knuckled Porygon. Okay. Okay. You're at +3. Let's hope Tyranitar doesn't kill me. If Tyranitar does not pick up a kill, I'm alright. I think I'm still fine. A Rock Slide? And you missed? Okay. That's really, really good. So we're going to Arglastier. I know I'm maxing Glastier for sure. I'm gonna max Steel Spike. And Eruption again. The issue here, okay, is because he is a weakness policy, there's a very good chance he's carrying max guard. I'm assault vest, so I don't carry it. I've seen a lot of assault vest ones lately. So this is going to be crucial here, is whether or not he has max guard. If he has max guard, then he is going to do a lot to us here. And then the horse speed tie is going to be crucial. His horse was faster. Dang, man. That's rough. Damn. No, slower, because we're in Trick Room. Ah, good game. Good game. Tyranitar is going to be what kills me, though, because I'll kill the horse next turn, no issue. And Tyranitar is the only thing that I have an issue with in the back. So let's just say we both kind of had the same idea, was avoid the sun, go Trick Room stuff. What could I have done differently? Honestly, I think I did that exceptionally well. The sand coming in definitely prevented me from getting what I wanted with the eruptions. But I think, and then the speed tie that we lost against Glastier. And, you know, losing from a coin flip, you know, of just who goes first out of luck, I'd much rather that than outplayed. So I definitely think we did what we needed to do as far as the most optimal plays here. We see Trick Room Expanding Force. We see the Urshifu. We see Torkoal. We see Venusaur. I'm going to go Porygon next to Regieleki with these two. I mean, honestly, is it needed though? Or like, do I just go with my speed right away? I think I go speed right away. Yeah. In the back, Urshifu has a Focus Sash, so guarantees him 2, and then Glastier just in case he gets Trick Room up. I think this is the play. So he does indeed go that variant. I kind of want to. I'm going for the leaf just because with the leaf we will go ahead and set up residual damage, right? I think that's very crucial for us here. Ndidi could always expanding force, which will be really good for my opponent if he calls the expanding force right here. Um, so he would get the expanding force off. Uh, oh, he's going right for it, so he's going to go ahead and max. So maybe Ndidi, yeah, he's going to go ahead and max and just go for max fights and all that good stuff. Um, no trick room, which is unfortunate because that was my plan with Glastier in the back. Uh, oh man, that sucks. I was really hoping you trick rooms. So here's follow me. He's probably gonna G max mind into Venusaur here, pick up the 1-turn knockout. We Vine Lash the Ndidi. Eruption should pick up the kill. There's the Mind Storm in the Torkoal though. That was a play, right? It was a very, very nice play. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to. I'm gonna go with the Urshifu, and I think I'm going to Wicked Blow and Guard. The reason for Wicked Blow plus Guard is right now my Venusaur is faster than my my other Pokemon. So to optimize this play, because he did pick up the kill on Torkoal instead of Venusaur, I want to have the Ooze into the Hatterene. So I'm going to Wicked Blow the Indeedee and Guard. The benefit of this is if my opponent does indeed target the Venusaur this turn, realizing that Venusaur can cause a lot of issues for my opponent. That would be optimal if he opts to max guard and we just exchange turns here. That's perfect. If he does max, whatever, max fairy into Urshifu. Urshifu has a sash, so he's still around next turn. The confusions will be a pain, right? Yeah, I think Cat has the confusion moves. And you're gonna smite into, yeah, so you just smited in the Urshifu. So it's gonna take us to our focus sash, and now we have confusion problems, which that's annoying. So now we're gonna play through confusion. Let's see who you bring out next. You bring out your Urshifu. And I'm gonna ooze. Oh, your Urshifu is the water one? Okay. So, I don't like that. Okay, so my opponent here could opt to max guard this turn. That'd be the best for them if they max guard and like close combat the Venusaur or whatever. They would draw their Urshifu, and they're gonna go in the Torkoal. I'm fine with that. We get the protect off. Come on. Come on. And we get our ooze off, so that's really nice. My opponent here will probably max Mindstorm finally in the Venusaur and kill it. That would be their ideal play, I would assume, for them. So they finally do it and take out the Venusaur. We know they have Urshifu in the back. That's a little bit of a concern, because Urshifu just checks us pretty badly. And Torkoal could be an issue, because we have Glastier in the back. Okay. Let's think here. What do I want to do? I think I just wicked blow the hat slot. Then I high horsepower the Torkoal slot. Um, Now, as long as I don't get confused, there it is. Dang, man. So if we did kill, oh, it had air balloon too. Yeah, that's a mistake by me. Let's just see here. Um, so we kind of, if we didn't get confused there, we don't take the first damage. Um, but we still lose because we high horsepowered the Torkoal like idiots. All right. We're gonna do one more battle. We're reaching about 40 minutes, so we're gonna do one more. Man, gotta hate when you misplay like that. TTV out of bots. I don't know who that is, but Frenzied Plant over for the grass move, huh? Interesting. Banding Force, follow me, reflect. Yeah. Never Stricker him. Thunder Punch, Iron Head, Surging Strike, Close Combat. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, let's do one more one more battle for this video. We're staying stuck in this 2000s ranking. Basically, we need to win like 2 to 3 in a row to jump on back into the thousands. Now we're playing the 415. Let's see, Dusclops. Um, yeah. Okay. So, um, I can lead. I don't get Colossal Aquajet. Is that what that is? I think I have to lead the Sun Core. I think that's my best like upfront lead. Honestly. Um, I don't love Trick Room against my opponents. I think Suncore, I think Porygon and Glastier. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Uh, he should be able to get Cole off with no problem, right? And Cole should outspeed us when it maxes its speed. I don't know if I speed creeped it enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and Earth Power this and Divine Lash to Urshifu. Residual damage as well as hit on Cole. And like I said, I don't know what my speed tier is with Colossal. My speed's doubled. His speed gets +6. I assume he's gonna be faster. But Colossal's also really slow to begin with, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll see what happens here. And the other thing is, if I did end up becoming faster, I could have sleep powdered. That would have been a play. But this is our first actual time against a Cole lead like this with this team, so this is going to be a really good learning experience for us because this is going to be probably really popular in the Players' Cup. So we need to know the calcs here. Alright, so weakness policy activates. Everything else activates. Max flare, yeah, that's gonna kill. How cheeky would have been the max Quake with Torkoal? I think that probably might have killed. Yes. Okay, so this turn we are going to protect and trick room. Is that readable, though? Like, is that obvious? I think that's kind of the debate here. Is it obvious that we protect and trick room? Because if you find that obvious, then you're going to double Porygon. If you don't find that obvious, then you are going to Vocalith into. You're going to Vocalith into our Torkoal, which will kill us. And then you will Close Combat Porygon, which we will live barely, but we'll get Trick Room up. Then we'll go to our Glass Deer in the back. And one thing I could have done is I could have protected the Torkoal, but at the same time, if you do double target my Porygon, I also do not get the ability to do anything, right? So I could have protected just to help live that, possibly. Porygon, it has just enough to survive that. We get the Trick Room off, which is fabulous. I'm going to recover and Quake next turn. My opponent could opt to Aqua Jet. So this is why I'm going to target Cole. Man, we have no kills. This is a comeback. Wait, oh, we already maxed? Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. I forgot we already used our max. So what is the problem here? You're max guarding. You're gonna close combat who? My horse? No, you're gonna Aqua Jet here. What do I do? Man, honestly, I needed to, I guess I also could have max guarded with Venusaur too. That probably would have been smarter just because I know Cole's there. I'm just gonna, I don't care. Honestly, there's really nothing for us to do here. Close combat should kill us. At least we'll pick up a kill against Colossal. Close combat doesn't kill us. We still take rock damage. And he still has Aqua Jet as well the following subsequent turn. So he should be fine. Alright. So yeah, I think for that game, I think, definitely good to know that we do not speed creep the Colossal. I don't know why I thought we did for some odd reason. So I could run the same exact stuff, but max guard turn one. I think that would have been the most optimal. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the recording with those matches, guys. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed the video and learned something as well as like I did. So I will see y'all in the next one.